it is helpful.
I was trying to lean into it. So
Life insurance is a topic that most of us don't really want to think about because no one likes to think about dying. So a lot of us don't think about it, and if our employer happens to give us something, then we get it. And then even sometimes we don't get that because we have some misunderstanding or maybe a correct understanding that it's just too expensive. Well, expense is really a matter of a relative matter. It matters of who you are, what you're spending, and what you need. And so I think dismissing something because you consider it to be too expensive or just accepting something because you feel to be cheap is really the wrong perspective, the wrong basis on which to make a decision on what you should do about life insurance. Same thing's true about life insurance as you get older. I have a lot of people tell me that they're only going to need this much life insurance for this period of time because by the time they reach that age, a lot of times that's 45, 50, or 55, whenever they reach that age, they're not going to need life insurance anymore. They'll have everything else protected. Well, the whole idea of life insurance is not just to protect something. The whole idea of life insurance is actually to use a little bit of your money to take a little bit of your money and give it to the insurance company so that they will assume the risk of a catastrophe. That's really what it's about. Now, what is catastrophic? I mean, that definition, how you would define a catastrophe, a financial catastrophe for your family, is going to differ from different periods of time in your family. So it's different when we're 25, 35, and we got 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids. We've got things that we're trying to pay for, and we got a new job, trying to make a new impression on people around us and try to establish a career, and our spouses are trying to do the same thing. So we use life insurance for a different reason than when our kids are 20, 25, they're in college, they're deciding whether they're going to go into graduate school, and you're deciding whether how much of your money you're going to contribute to that, and whether you want, to participate and how you want to participate in weddings and buying houses and things like that for them. Do you want to do anything there? A lot of people say, I don't want anything to do with that, and a lot of people say, I want to have everything to do with that. I want to be involved. So there's different reasons to have life insurance at different ages. And then there's times when we reach 60, 65, 70. I know that maybe this isn't me or you, but you know what? The most life insurance that's bought in our country most years is actually bought by people who are 65 or older. And they buy life insurance because their tax attorneys and their CPAs tell them to buy life insurance because it's a good deal for them. Again, what they're doing is they're passing on risk. They're passing on risk to an insurance company to assume what they don't want to risk themselves. And so there's always this understanding of, a correct understanding of insurance is there any risk that we're assuming that we really don't want to assume ourselves? We really don't want that risk on ourselves because if it happened to us, it would create a tremendous hardship, if not a catastrophe. Most of us are ignoring that possibility, and we're basically saying, it's never going to happen to me. Of course, it never happens to us. It always happens to someone else. The point I'm making here is that life insurance is a good deal for you at any point in your life if you have an understanding of the risk that you're facing, whether you want to assume it yourself or whether you want to pass it on to an insurance company.